Hello, everybody. This is Justin Case of American Newscape, rejoining our friend and media personality Jerry Maldonado back for another installment of American Mentoring. Hey, we've been gone on a little hiatus, but now we're back. So, hello, Jerry. Welcome back to American Newscape.
You guys got some bloopers. I was fixing the camera, man, when we were doing the pre thing here. But yes, it's been a while. How the hell are you guys, man?
Well, we're doing good. I think we've been punishing the fans because we haven't been there, or maybe we've been gifting the fans because we haven't been here. But hey, I'm
we'll find out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. So, that being said, Jerry, Inner Civil War. Jerry, what's happening about Inner Civil War?
Yeah, this was actually the last topic, Meatball, before you took a 2-week off because you couldn't figure out the schedule. I wanted to get into it, man. But the trending word that week, a couple of weeks ago, was war. And what gave me the idea for that was our own inner civil war that we deal with every single day, that good old mind that kind of ticks up, and what our mind says and what our heart wants are two different things in life. And I had to incur that past week that you and I discussed in the pre-show. Peace of mind. I mean, it opens the door to anything you want in life. And it's so important that people clear their hurt locker out there, because the inner civil war of the constant triggers of the past will limit you and where you're going in the future.
Well, you know, it's a great topic, Jerry, that you thought of. And think of the energy we waste tugging ourselves one direction then the other. I mean, it's just exhausting. Yeah. Do we turn left? Do we turn right? And that's what that is. We're raging against the storm, but we're our own storm.
Yes, we keep bringing it to the next storm, man. That's the problem, and you hit the nail on the head with that one. A lot of people contact me. My boyfriend left me. I said, because you keep bringing the old one back with the new one.
Yeah.
They keep bringing the old scenarios of their life back forward. I've been guilty of it. I lived in a motel for 10 years trying to figure that stuff out. But when I finally figured out that I was the problem, it was my own inner civil war I was fighting. And for me to help myself was to clear the closet as much as I could of the past. Yeah, indeed, we all have one, but we don't got to live by it.
Well, when I was a wee little lad, which I was never really wee or little, but that first major band that was my favorite band was War.
Yeah.
And
War?
War. How cool was that? My favorite band.
GW. Yeah, the guys in the costumes, man. Yeah, I love those guys.
No. That wasn't War. That was Kiss.
That was War. That was GWAR. We got the bands mixed up. Forget about it. I'm in the 80s. You're in the 60s, man. What can I tell you?
Yeah, I was in the period when there was real music, and you were in that period of confusion where you went to a mosh pit and you thought you were having a good time.
Oh no! I started when the men started wearing makeup. That's in the 80s, man. So
Boy George,
out of bounds, man. Yeah, they wore more makeup than their mothers, and it was pretty good music back then. I like that. It started me on the trek to rebel. That's why I sliced my hair off and jumped in a mosh pit.
There you go. Okay, but back to this, Jerry. It's important. Inner conflict. We all have a touch of it. Some of us are better at it than others, but. You brought up something from an old movie years and years ago. The devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other, dragging you to good or bad. And I think we can all kind of relate to that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anybody, if you guys saw the movie Animal House, that was a big thing back in your time there, Mr. Justin.
It was.
That was in the second. That was when they made funny comedy. But it was the scene was pretty simple. There was a drunk girl passed out, and the kid's standing there. He's got a devil on one side and the angel on the other. Expletive, don't do it. Very easy to figure out with the simple mind. Basically, this is what happens to us every day. The devil is the past. The angel is the present or the future that you want to create. It's you fighting with that. And the problem with people is they're siding with the devil, man. They're saying, this is easier. I already know this. It's going to come out fine. But when they recreate that, they say, what's wrong? It's wrong because you kept following the past. And I know I'm kind of yelling tonight. Sorry, I'm kind of happy to be back.
No. Yeah, I'm glad you're back. So, hey, wait a minute. Did a little light bulb go off in my little head? So, it's easier to dance with the devil than move forward.
Because it's not the unknown. Does that make sense? And I say that respectfully. I'm not supposed to say it here.
You're not supposed to.
The unknown is people don't like going in the unknown, the dreams, and it's scary for a lot of people. They can relate to pain, which is a sad scenario in life. They're so used to it, but they think they can change it. They think they can put it away and expunge it. You really can't, because if you keep living by it, you're going to keep recreating it.
Well, I wonder now, is there a segment of society that likes to wallow in misery? Is that their comfort zone?
Nah, they're okay. They're going to be fine, man. They're going to figure it out one day, that self-sufficiency. And I'm not saying it in a derogatory way, mind you. This is all humor. But the minute you get out of, you're the creator of everything, you're the source of everything, you're the energy ball that connects with what you want and or don't want, is when you realize where your life is going. So if things are just not falling into place, I asked my daughter the same question. She said, a dog bit me. I said, what kind of energy were you giving to make the dog feel threatened? Animals are the best key to energy. They understand us more than we'll ever know, man. But at the same time, whatever you keep plugging into, either past situations, can only relate and give you more of those past situations. So you're basically, indeed, you're dancing with your own devil, your own self-fulfilling prophecy.
So everybody needs to approach that next dog as a new dog.
Indeed, a new energy. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's amazing. And I was like, wait a minute, I've tried that. You're not having a good day. And the dog's going to get tense, man. It can't ask you what's wrong. It's just going to curl up in a ball because it knows you're not feeling right. Imagine you having that same kind of inner thought about yourself. You know you're not feeling right. What's the problem? People don't ask their own questions. They're too busy figuring out everybody else's answers.
Well, even being a little longer in the tooth, there's days that I know it's better that I don't necessarily interact with as few people as possible.
Yeah. I mean, if people would just protect their peace at all costs, the sky is limitless to your potential and what you can have, be, and do, and grow. It's the obstructions that get in the way, and we're our own obstruction. We're our own speed bump. And I had to spend many moons in a 12x12 to figure that out, that I was the problem. I was creating the scenarios. I was creating the poverty. I was creating all these things that I didn't want in life by just my perception of it. I was dancing with my own devil. And when I realized that it was running my life, meaning my past, I had to realize, and that's why I journal every day, is who I am in the future I want to create. Because the more you keep doing it, the more you bring it.
Right. Muscle memory of the mind.
Indeed. It's a sponge. Everything we're too busy observing outside when we should be observing inside, because that's what creates our outside. It's a simple metaphysical theory that was long. People didn't realize it many moons ago, but now it's actual fact that thoughts become things. So if we're endowed with this power, why isn't everybody using it? Because we've been conditioned otherwise. And indeed, and there's guys like you and I who come on, and the thousands of other people that come on there and just spreading the word. Give it time. Evolution is key.
Well, right. Well, yeah, exactly. If you can will it into being, why don't you will it into being something good for yourself or your family or your loved ones?
But it starts with you, and if you're a great source, you can only attract great to you. Yeah, indeed, we're going to have issues and circumstances sometimes, indeed. And I don't know why. You don't know why. Nobody knows why things happen. But indeed, it's all for a reason. Most likely, it's your inner core. An apple is beautiful on the outside, but when you cut it, it's rotten in the middle. A lot of us are like that apple. We look great on the outside, but if you look on the inside, there's that little black spot. And we all have all of us have that little black spot that we're afraid to acknowledge because we're so endowed with this beauty of this facade of the outside world. Look on the inside. It'll change your outside.
Well, absolutely. That inner beauty will get you where you need to go.
Indeed.
Not a dimple. Not a dimple.
But in all fairness, it'll be the best gift you can give yourself. Peace of mind and direction in life is the greatest gift you can give yourself, because all you can do is share that in your thoughts, your energy, and what you manifest from that. So if you're fighting with this devil and this angel every single day, look to the core. Look to yourself. Life is not the problem. It's like what you and I always say, and we use this as a metaphor. Look in the mirror. If it's broken, you've got to look at every piece. It may sound hard to a lot of people, but believe me, it's well worth it. Stop trying to fix everything and everyone else in your life. Look to yourself. Start with the source. It's not being selfish. You're not telling people how to live. You're just telling yourself how to live.
Well, those self-assessment tools, we all need to enhance them, and we all need to work on it, and we all need to be honest with ourselves.
Yes. A lot of us, I wasn't. I mean, I was blaming everybody else, and I was saying, "Meatball, that's me in the mirror. That's the problem." But when you start assessing what's going on, you can reassess what you want to create. Few of us I've come to the point in my life now where I'm so honest with myself that it's insulting. Yeah. Jerry, what are you doing, Meatball? You gotta be that. You gotta get to the core. You can't shine a rotten car, man. It's not going to work. It's just going to look terrible. You got to look to the core. You got to look at yourself. You got to look at your actions and what you're doing every single day. It's a simple definition of self.
Yeah. Don't be afraid of it, and don't shy away from it, and just learn to embrace that self-assessment. No. Face your fears, or your fears will face you. There you go.
You'll either face them inside, or you're going to face them on the outside by what you create.
But face them.
Indeed. So.
Well, Jerry,
we're getting serious. We're getting too serious for our people now. They're going to fall asleep, man.
Well, I could sing some war songs, but then we'd be hit up on copyright infringement. Plus, I'd probably be contacted because most of those guys are still with us.
Oh yeah, and you got a great crew on your YouTube channel, guys. It's friggin' awesome. I love it.
All right, hey Jerry, why don't you leave us with some final thoughts? And even though we were a little scattered, there was a lot of good stuff here tonight.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, that's the point. That's how we think every day. This is what people are. We're always on 10 different subjects, but the great emphasis of this whole show is, you can digress into different topics in different areas, but remember where everything starts. Everything starts from you. Everything starts from your thought process, how you feel in life, most importantly, and what you're projecting out in thought and feeling. What the world can't change around you until you change what's inside of you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Jerry. Hey, everybody. This has been Justin Case and Jerry Maldonado bringing you American Mentoring. Thanks for joining us. Remember, additional information and links are provided in this video's Read More. Today's the day to subscribe to this channel. Please learn more about Jerry Maldonado when time permits.